Welcome back to another episode of The Drop, the weekly show that lets you know the hottest games coming out across the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, the PC, the Switch, whatever they might be coming out on, we will talk about them right here. This week we have tons of games to dive into, from a remaster of a classic from the 6th generation of consoles, all the way up to a brand new arcade racing game that certainly caught my eye, and it's also coming to Game Pass. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into this week's top video game releases. To kick things off this week, Kingdoms of Amalur: ReReckoning is coming out on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC. The hit RPG returns. From the minds of the best-selling author R.A. Salvatore, Spawn creator Todd McFarlane, and Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion lead designer Ken Rolston comes Kingdoms of Amalur: ReReckoning. Remastered with stunning visuals and refined gameplay, ReReckoning delivers intense, customizable RPG combat inside a sprawling game world. Uncover the secrets of Amalur, from the vibrant city of Rathir to the vast region of Delentarth, to the grim dungeons of the Brigand Hall Caverns. Rescue a world torn apart by a vicious war and control the keys to immortality as the first warrior ever to be resurrected from the grips of death. And now some bullet points. Build the ideal character for the most intense combat, choosing from a countless combination of skills, abilities, weapons, and pieces of armor. The revolutionary Destiny system allows you to continuously evolve your character class to your style of play. Seamlessly integrate magical and melee attacks as you take on scores of enemies in grand fight sequences and finish them off with brutal fate shift kills, and extend your experience in Amalur with all DLC from the original release, from Teeth of Naros to Legend of Deadkel and more. When it launched in 2012, Kingdoms of Amalur: Reckoning was a very big hit on the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360, as well as the PC, and it's kind of held on to that status as a very well done RPG. So now it's coming out this week with a new coat of paint on the newest generation of consoles as well as the PC, and of course it is worth mentioning that everything from this point out is going to be playable on the next generation of consoles. Whether or not the publisher/developers choose to update it to add things like ray tracing and enhanced textures, etc., is yet to be seen. But as far as a remaster goes, this one stays pretty true to the original's form and fashion, so if you enjoyed the original 2012 release, you are probably going to enjoy this one this week. It's also worth mentioning, if you own the game on Steam already, the original Kingdoms of Amalur: Reckoning, you do get the new ReReckoning for half price, which is a pretty good deal considering it's already a budget title. Next up, Party Hard 2 is coming out on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the Switch. Welcome back to the extended Party Hard universe. Choose from hundreds of ways of dealing with noisy partygoers, incidentally destroy a drug syndicate, and save the Earth from an alien invasion. May the chickens be with you. You just want to get some sleep, but it's 3 a.m. and once again your neighbors are having a loud party. You have to finally put an end to it by any means. The craziest party-stopping stealth strategy game is back. Party Hard 2 stays true to its crazy party-crashing roots while introducing tons of shiny new features. Dozens of new traps, 4 playable characters, 14 sprawling levels featuring 2 boss fights, and a 27-track original soundtrack are all just a few elements of Party Hard 2. If you've never played the original Party Hard, the idea behind it is that you essentially have to kill people at a party, and you have a variety of ways to do so, and you need to do so without tipping off the police that you're the one killing all these people at the party. So it looks like Party Hard 2 is more of that. Of course, the bullet points do point out there are brand new 3D visuals, Twitch integration is back for streamers that do want to get in on the action, and on top of that it has an intriguing story of vengeance and redemption, yes, with a twist and a fugitive circus bear included. So with all of that being said, this is certainly going to be a fun game for those that enjoyed the original Party Hard, but if you are on the fence, of course, tons of gameplay is out there because it launched 2 years ago on PC, and it's coming out on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the Switch this week. And I think that last little point there, the Nintendo Switch, that's probably going to be the best bet for getting the most out of this experience. But hey, regardless of where you play, Party Hard 2 is coming out this week. And finally, Hotshot Racing is coming out on the PS4, the Xbox One, the Switch, and the PC, and it is launching on Game Pass. Hotshot Racing is a blisteringly fast arcade-style racing game fusing drift handling, razor-sharp retro visuals, and an incredible sense of speed to create an exhilarating driving experience. Developed by racing game veterans Sumo, Nottingham, and Lucky Mountain Games, Hotshot Racing is an all-new driving experience which revives the classic arcade gameplay of the 90s and thrust it into the modern era. 16 racing circuits provide the twists, turns, and straights conducive to searingly quick racing. Take in coastal, jungle, alpine, and Las Vegas desert environments, with each course modeled with the most vivid colors and blue skies for miles. Time trial and Grand Prix modes cater to those who like to compete in classic racing formats, while Cops and Robbers and Drive or Explode modes offer exhilarating new ways to play. Each mode is available in single player, 4-player split screen, and 8-player online, while Team Trial is single player only. Single-player modes run at a blistering 60 FPS to deliver one of the fastest depictions of racing possible. When it comes to racing games, it's pretty clear this one is not competing with your Gran Turismo or your Forza Motorsport. This is in its own kind of league. It is taking a very minimalistic approach to the art style, but it still is so satisfying. If you do enjoy the racing games from the 90s, this is going to be right up your alley. It looks phenomenal, and of course, the high frame rate combined with this art style is certainly going to bring back a lot of memories for those that have played in arcades or that grew up playing these games before. But if you do want to check out Hotshot Racing, it is coming out this week on the PS4, the Xbox One, the Switch, and the PC, and again, it is included with Game Pass if you do have that subscription. But before we go, today we have a couple of honorable mentions. First off, Minecraft Dungeons Hero Edition is launching on the PS4 and the Nintendo Switch, and the Outer Worlds DLC Peril on Gorgon is coming out on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's show. If you did, drop me a like down below and let me know what you think about all of the games coming out this week. Did anything catch your eye, or are you still catching up on games that you have played? Perhaps you're saving your money for a game coming out in a couple of weeks. I would love to hear your thoughts. But until next time, you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll talk to you soon, and peace.